Hey y'all, it's Leah and we're back again with another video today. As you can see by the title, we got a reaction video happening, but it's paternity court. I watch all courts, so it really don't matter to me, but paternity court is today. Also, it's the first day of my Vlogmas series. I know I'm a little late, but we're gonna keep it going all the way till Christmas. I'm gonna try to be on it. It's Christmas. We get ready to go into the new year, New Year's resolution. I know I'm trying to do better, so we're about to just get into it right now. Let me get it started. Let's see.
5+ channels and save up to $500 a year. YouTube TV. Try it free.
This is the HP Envy X360.
Alright, we got another ad here.
A 2-in-1
Alright.
Intel Evo laptop engineered with powerful.
Okay.
You may be seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello.
This is a case of Hoagland versus Hoagland Jr.
Thank you, Jerome. Good day, everyone. Miss Hoagland, you confess to having unprotected sex with your husband, Mr. Hoagland, as well as a co-worker within the same time period. Now you say you're here.
Okay. Nah, you just standing here talking about that's correct. That's correct. Okay, I'm protecting with your husband. Okay, that's your husband. That's who you're with. That should be nothing. But you're talking about a coworker, not you going to work and getting a little something extra besides a paycheck. Okay. Alright.
Today because questions about paternity have haunted your marriage since the birth of your firstborn, 3-year-old Bentley. That's correct. Mr. Hoagland, you admit you treat Bentley differently than the other 2 children you and Mrs. Hoagland share. You contend he does not look like photos of you when you were a child, and he also doesn't look like you now when you compare pictures of him to you as an adult. You confess today's result could either save or destroy your marriage. Ms. Hoagland, what's at stake for you today?
Well, Your Honor, my marriage has been a complete nightmare. Randy has held this big cloud over my head for far too long, making me feel guilty for something I feel like I shouldn't feel guilty for. Yes, I admit that I did sleep with a coworker, but that was before me and Randy even started dating.
But in my
Okay, hold on. I understand that they're going through something and that he feels like the child may not be his, but I don't think it's right at all for him to treat the child any different. The child didn't ask to be here, and that's just causing them trauma for something that has nothing to do with them. They don't know anything going on. They're just, another child in this world that wants love and to be treated right and, like, be a child. So I just don't like that. I don't think that's cool at all if that is what he's doing. Also, I don't know why she thinks she get brownie points for admitting it or that she shouldn't feel guilty about it. You should, but she's saying that it was before they dated now. At first when it was stated, it seemed like they were together. They were husband and wife. Now, if it was before they're dating, then I don't know. I'm going to keep going and see, but I'm going to put a pin in that point. I'm going to put a pin in that one.
it was because she had unprotected sex with him.
So this relationship really is in jeopardy.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, well, take me back. You accuse her of cheating with a coworker.
And believe me, I liked her from the moment I saw her. This guy that she got with obviously took advantage of her.
And why did I get with him? I got with him because your roommate, your controlling roommate at this company, told me that you were interested in dating anyone. The second day that I met you, I told him I was interested in you, and he told me not to even worry because you were celibate.
Well, I was practicing celibacy. I don't think that's a problem. I don't think that's a bad thing.
That you
The
were
fact doesn't
interested in
matter
a relationship.
is that I approached you. The point is that you should not have went to him first, and you should have.
He asked me a simple question, Randy, if I was interested in anybody on
I just feel like she.
The bottom line is you guys got together, you had sex, but you had already had sex with a coworker.
Yeah.
Right.
Then you find out you're pregnant.
But a week prior.
I found out I was pregnant 2 months later. I thought I was only 2 or 3 weeks pregnant when I found out.
A week.
Come to find out, my doctor told me I was, in fact, 2 months along.
Yeah, 8 weeks. A week went by. Oh. Then you came up that day, that particular evening. I believe it was a Friday, because he had left for that weekend. Then you came up to my room. But 3 weeks went by before me and you had sex, right?
Okay, but him cheating on her has nothing to do with the paternity as it relates to this child. I'm trying to get down to the facts that relate to Bentley's paternity.
I have the facts, Your Honor, and I would like to present them.
I would love to hear some facts that are relevant to this case.
Okay, so obviously the judge not really letting them get too much into that because it happened before him. I'm thinking it happened during them, but she slept with him before y'all. If you didn't know that, if that was a secret, or you felt like you couldn't be with her anymore because they slept together, then you need to voice that. You need to say, hey, I don't think I could do this because you slept with my roommate, coworker, whatever. But if you couldn't get past that, then you need to admit that and not continue with the relationship. Or treating a child any different. That's a real conversation that need to be happening. But come on, let's go see what the facts are about Bentley. We're gonna see the facts that relate to Bentley because she's not listening to that.
This is the month that I conceived my son. As you can see, on the 2nd is when I had an intimate relationship with my coworker.
In blue.
Yes. And then on the 20th of June is when I started an intimate relationship with my now husband.
Okay, and so when is the window of conception?
I spoke to my doctor, and my doctor told me that the window of conception was in this first week of June.
So that would indicate that the coworker
would
be Bentley's father.
Yes.
And so when you look at Bentley, when he was born, do you think he looks like you?
When he was born, I was happy. But I noticed after he was probably about 4 months when we moved, I noticed, a child it takes like 90 days. I do know that it takes 90 days before they start to really kind of develop what their eyes are going to potentially look like. And Bentley has blue eyes, clearly. There's no one in my family, not even on my mom's side, who were very light skinned, very fair skinned. No one has that, blue or green eyes. And his hair, granted, his hair is brown. He gets that from his mom. But I have very coarse hair, clearly. He doesn't have high cheekbones like me. So as he's gotten older, I can see more features.
Your Honor, that baby looks like his mommy.
He didn't look like you even when you were a child.
Yes, ma'am. I'd love to say his nose looks like mine, but it even doesn't. I mean, there's really 3 key factors for why I doubt it. It's because she didn't use unprotected sex with him. The second thing is his features. And as he's gotten older, he's 3 years now, I mean, he does walk. He doesn't carry himself the same way I did. And I know my mom.
I just have one question for him. I just really want to know, did the question come up about the paternity before y'all got married? Like, she had unprotected sex before y'all got married. So, if it was a possibility already, why did you marry her? If this was really a big thing, then why did y'all get married? If you was questioning, if you was treating the child different, if you were doing all of these things, why did you still get married? That would just be my question for him. I'm not really clear on if that was what I can answer, but I don't get that. I just, would like to know what made them still move forward and get married, if this was still a big issue in the relationship.
He used to always get on me
But,
to walk.
Each his own.
And then the third thing is, obviously, is that, behind this conception, behind the timeline.
So you have very real doubts.
Yes, ma'am.
The doctor told you the window of conception, Ms. Hoagland, was the first week of June.
Yes, and my due date was March the 19th, and I did not have Bentley until April the 2nd.
When I look at him now, and I had this image of the guy that she was with before me, he does resemble him.
So does he look like your other children?
I mean, his younger brother, Presley, I mean, they have very similarities. As far as the only similarities, it's really...
I mean, you're looking up at this child like, it's bizarre to you. Do you treat this child differently?
I do treat him differently because he is the oldest. I'm an only child. So when it comes to how I want to see him grow up to be a young man, I am going to treat him differently.
Your Honor, I'm sorry. That's a poor excuse to me. He treats Bentley as if he's not his son and that he doesn't have to do anything for him. Anytime Randy comes in the room, he goes and sits down right on his bed.
There's a question whether or not the marriage can survive because of all of these.
Like I said, that's wrong. I have a serious problem with that. I don't like that. Like, this is a child. This is a child that didn't ask to be here, and the decisions that were made by his mother has nothing to do with him. The decisions made by you has nothing to do with him. So don't treat him any different. He's a child. You act like he can say, "Oh, I'm so sorry that, like, when you look at me, you feel some type of way." He's a child. Like, do you get how that makes you sound? But he's so in his feelings about the fact that it could possibly be the man before him. They need to say when they got married. They didn't say that. They need to say when they got married because, like, when did y'all get married if you were upset? If you were treating this child different the whole time? When did y'all get married? Like, marriage ain't no joke. Marriage ain't no joke to me. I'm not playing because it's only one time, and I said, don't waste my time. I'm gonna go all the way. But,
Issues.
oh, we gotta add.
Stream World Class Soccer live on a variety of networks with YouTube TV. Try it free.
And another one.
Get over the top and not spend a lot. Buy the Roblox to go big this holiday.
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. Ms. Hoagland, do you believe the fate of your marriage is hanging on the results for today?
Yes.
So it's funny how when I mentioned to you just the other week, because we don't live too far from it's a river. It's a very historic river. It's called Indian Creek. But anyway, I was like, hey, let's go
I don't
fishing.
need a history lesson
I know.
today about the
I know.
historic river. I need to
I
understand.
know, but she's not paying the picture of where
No. You're giving me too many irrelevant facts. I'm interested in Bentley's life, his life experience, and the issues regarding his paternity. Now, you've outlined your doubts, and this is so stressful that all of this drama and stress, it really got to you because you did not show up to your court appearance that was scheduled yesterday.
Yeah. That is true.
Because this is a lot. It's serious. Jerome, I'm ready for the results.
Hold on. She was supposed to be in court yesterday, and then you show up for another court today. They're not really putting her business out there, but when you don't show up for when you don't show up to court and you're supposed to, it's a warrant out for your arrest. So I'm confused how she just standing here in court when there's a warrant out. Like, I don't know. Me, I wouldn't be doing. I wouldn't be doing that. I wouldn't have missed my court appearance. Like, that's another thing that I feel like, we don't all talk about, or people don't talk about enough is, yes, like, I get things are going on. I get things are stressful. I get life is hard, but sometimes, like, you have to handle your business at the end of the day. Like, you have to get up. Everyone gets a day. Everyone gets, like, time. This is crazy because we always talk about this. Me and my friends always talk about this. But, like, you get a day. You get time to be down, but you can't stay down. You have to get up. You have to keep going. You got to handle your business for you. At the end of the day, you got to stand on your 2 feet. It don't matter if you married, relationship, single, anything. You still got to stand on your own 2 feet at the end of the day. Because it's you. You're the one keeping yourself moving forward. So, you need to handle your business. Because court is nothing to play with. I don't play with that. I'm going to show up. I don't care what's going on. I'm going to show up. I don't care if I'm boo-hoo crying. If I even get in there, I'm going to be there. I'm going to stand in front of that judge and I'm going to say, good morning. If I have to, I'm going to show up. Because that's not nothing to play with.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics and they read as follows. In the case of Hoagland versus Hoagland, pertaining to 3-year-old Bentley Hoagland. Mr. Hoagland Jr., you are Bentley's father. Yeah! What? Yes!
He's stuck. He's stuck. He didn't think it was gonna be him. He's stuck. He's stuck. And now he know he's wrong. You don't do that to a child. I get you may not know, but you don't do that.
You all need to do some talking. Mr. Hoagland, you need to talk to her. And you need to understand that regardless of what you have on your plate, school, work, anything else, your children come first. Bentley comes first. That's on you. I'm hoping you will figure out how to win. Court is adjourned.